Hello. Welcome back to the channel. Now, today I'm going to do a ranking AFL teams, but not on their performance, on which team I like, dislike, don't really care, and hate. There's going to be a few controversial ones, so, if you're a fan of that, it's everything personal, okay? It's not that personal, but no, it's just my opinion, so please don't get offended. Alright, so we got love in Geelong because obviously I'm a Geelong supporter, and the grand final should be played at GMHBA Stadium every year. This just, you should be able to. But in all seriousness, so I've been supporting the club my whole life. Been a Geelong supporter for 21 years, and I'm looking forward to seeing how we do in the finals this year. Is it going to be the same year? Are we going to do something different? But yeah, we shall see. Alright, so I'm going to put in like. Now, I went for Gold Coast for one game, okay? One game back in 2011, and they lost by 120 points, I think it was. So, yeah, that was great fun. Now, but I don't mind. Gold Coast, I do like them. They've got a talented list, and they can do some damage if they keep going the way they're going. But, yeah, I've always never disliked them at all. Alright, so we're going to put the one in hate, obviously, straight away. I'm still salty from 2008, 2013, I can go on, 2014, what else? So it's just personal, for them just beating us year in, year out. They even beat us this year. We're 4 goals up. I still do not know how we lost that. So it's nothing I don't hate the players. I just don't like some of their fans, and still carries on. I still hate the team because of 2008. Now, look, to be honest, yeah. There's nothing really personal about any of these teams. I've had some bad experience with some, but, at the same time, yeah. Alright, so moving on to dislike for Port Adelaide. Now, I don't know, there's something about Port Adelaide I don't like. Some of they can be quite cocky and arrogant, which, all clubs are like that. But at the same time, it's just, I don't know, something about them just really pisses me off. So we're going to go for Carlton. I do dislike them, just because, they've been irrelevant for how many years? And they're finally, doing something. This year, they've finally proved that they're a top 4 quality side that they're trying to build for the last, 10 years? So, finally, But, yeah, I don't know. I don't hate them. I just dislike. So, we're going to go Collingwood. Now, I used to really passionately hate them, but I've got some mates who go for them as well. And, they've really impressed me this year. I put them 17th, so yeah. So that's not the best. Prediction, even though everyone had them in pretty much the bottom 4. And they've just really improved this year compared to last year, and, they're just promising. Alright, so we got Essendon. Now, sorry, Sammy, but I do not like Essendon supporters at all. Apart from Sammy and probably a couple others. I don't know, just something, their fans, they spit on their own players. There's been a few instances like that, obviously the drug sale, Asada went on, but that's the past, we move on. But yeah, not fan of Essendon at all. Richmond, I'm putting them in hate. I've been spat on by a few Richmond supporters, and I don't hate the players. I just don't like their fans. Some of their fans are so arrogant. It is mind-blowing. And they're just saying, why do we have to play at Marvel? You're 15 minutes from the MCG, 45 minutes in peak hour traffic, but you're only 15 minutes down the road. Why are you complaining? We got to travel all the way to Melbourne to play, if not South Africa. But no, I don't know. I just don't like them. They were irrelevant for 37 years. And they finally won one, and then they've been a bloody great side, don't get me wrong, but I just don't like them. GWS, dislike. They've just been gifted so many picks and stuff over the past, over a decade. I know they were a new side, and, it's awesome that the AFL are expanding and stuff, but they're just, I don't know, something about them. And they piss me off because they only have 7,000 fans, and they get finals and stuff, obviously, when they play fine. But they get a home prelim, and they didn't have to go to the MCG. No, I'm kidding. Now look, they've got a talented group, but their best and worst is probably the third worst, team, if that makes sense. I don't know. Alright, next one. I don't really have a grudge against really any of these apart from these two. So I'm going to put Bulldogs and I like how they go about their footy, even though they haven't played the best footy this year. So, like, their fans are passionate. I don't think nobody really hates them, to be honest. Like, they're not a dirty fan base or anything like that. We can be at times, but so yeah, I don't mind them. So I'm just going to put them like West Coast. I mean, I used to dislike them, but now I'm just like, I kind of feel sorry for them in a way. They've had this whole pandemic that happened to their list, and it's the start of the year, obviously, and they've improved since then, but I don't know, I just don't really care anymore for them. Sorry, Shannon. So the next one is Sydney. I don't really care. I went to Sydney at the SCG for the Geelong Sydney game in round 2 this year, and it's like 15-year-olds saying fuck the Cats right behind me. I'm like, can you just shut up? They did that the whole game, so I actually said, can you just shut up? And yeah, that's why I don't like Sydney that much, but at the same time, I don't really care. They've got a passionate and loyal fan base from all the way South Melbourne, so yeah, I respect them. They've been a quality side for the last 16 years, so it's probably even 20 now. So the next one's going to be St Kilda. Now, I don't hate them. They've got some very loyal fans, but at the same time, I don't know. I just don't like them much after they beat us. But, we've had some great clashes against them, but I just don't know. I just don't like the way that they just yell ball every 5 seconds when the player just got the ball. I mean, every fan base does it. It's just annoying though. Alright, so we're going to go Melbourne. The thing is, I don't really care that much. They've played some great footy over the last probably 18 to 24 months. They finally did something, and yeah, they're a quality outfit, and they're going to go pretty much all the way this year. I predict them for a flag. I watched the Melbourne Cam TV with McCleary, and just some of the Melbourne fans are just like called Geelong the GMHBO Stadium a shithole and stuff like that, which is understandable, but at the same time, it's a bit rich coming from you guys because you finally did something after 57 years and you were irrelevant. So I don't get that. We've been up the top for 20 something years, and while you guys have been shocking and basically getting cheap draft picks, which you finally picked up. But yeah, I don't know. So the next one is Adelaide. Again, I don't really care. They've got a massive following. They've been competitive in all their games pretty much, apart from yesterday. But yeah, they're just, they've got a very loyal fan base and they're passionate about their club, which good on them. I don't really have too many opinions on Adelaide. So the next one is Brisbane Lions. Now, I've got a few mates that go for them, so that's why I'm putting them in dislike. Now, look, they didn't show up for their games back when they were terrible, but now they're finally, improving. And yeah, unlucky not to make the grand final in 2020. We were just too good in the end. But I just don't like their fan base. There's just something about them that really pisses me off. They were saying they're robbed and stuff. Ridiculous. Because we all know Geelong are the best side in the last 20 years. No, I'm kidding. So we're going to go Fremantle. I do like Fremantle. They've been a cracking side this year. I just don't like Jordan Clark. I still think he's overrated, even though he got funny 30 touches. But I'm glad Clarkie's doing well for Freo. He was never going to crack the Geelong side at all, unfortunately. But yeah, I do like their loyal fan base. Sometimes I don't show up to the games, but yeah, at least they do better than GWS that way. So we're going to go for North Melbourne. I don't really care for North Melbourne. They're just there. I might do a series on North Melbourne. Try and win them a flag on Evo, because unfortunately they're probably not going to win for another 30 odd years. Depends on how the rebuild takes, what happens there. But yeah, so I don't really have an opinion on North because they're just kind of irrelevant at the moment. But yeah, feels like they've been on rebuild modes for 5-6 years. So yeah, so that's the video. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. And yeah, this is just my opinion, biased, and there's not really much else to say, to be honest. Hope you did enjoy the video. If you did, let's try to get to 5 likes on the video. That's the aim, I know. But yeah, hope you enjoyed it, and yeah, as always, peace.